I met a postal woman, and she had been sexually assaulted when she was a child. Everyone I've stayed with either was somebody or knows somebody who was sexually assaulted, and just getting through, just plowing away through this thing called life, trying to make it. Some of them struggling to survive, and some of them thriving. People need the structure of long-term recovery support. And if we had the opportunity to break the mold 50%, break the cycle 50%, just through victim recovery, why should we not focus on that? Why should we not take the time and invest in that kind of thing? So, because it's such a difficult thing to convince people of, that's why I'm walking. You understand? I'm walking because not too long ago, I was one of those struggling survivors. I want to thrive. I want to live the rest of my days fighting to thrive. And it's worth it. I know it's worth it. And I want to be that symbol of hope to convince others that it's worth it. That no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've experienced, it's important to come through those experiences so that you can use your pains and transform those into your gains. And that's what I live by. It wasn't so long ago, I wasn't living by that. And I did things that I wished I didn't have to experience. I didn't necessarily want to continue violating myself or being violated by other people. But I experienced those things, and they're done and they're finished. I've learned from them. However, I don't want to just have experienced them and learn from them for my personal gain. I want to be able to share them with other women, with other men, with other youth, so that they can work on prevention. We work on prevention at this state, in our 30s, in our 20s, in our teens, in our 40s, in our 80s. This is where we work on prevention. Adults prevent. Children do not. Guys, I can't tell you enough how passionate I am about this. For my own children, for the children of this nation. If you've been abused, and you're an adult who's listening to me, you know the things I'm telling you are the truth. I don't know what psychologists and psychotherapists and all that other babble that has become a joke in this society. For some people it works great, but let me tell you something. It's time for us to relate as a people who struggle, as a people who are trying to thrive, for us to bring each other up, for us to support each other, for us to lend our testimonies so that we can rectify the situation. The numbers haven't come down. Billions of dollars have been spent. The fatality reports remain the same. The victim reports, the violations, the offenders, the figures remain the same. It's not enough to survive anymore, people. We've got to learn to thrive in the place in which we survive. I'm convicted of this. And this is the message I want to share with you. Please, let us all try to do something more. It's important. It's imperative. 60 million of us are survivors. 60 million. 1 in every 3. The STD rate, the divorce rate, the high school dropout rate, the teen pregnancy rate, the substance abuse rate, the domestic violence rate. Come on now, guys. All of this has deep-rooted issues. They're not unrelated to child abuse and neglect. Let's start figuring it out and start doing something about it as adults. Let's take accountability, personal, social, community, national accountability, and stand up and do the right thing. It's time.